I think I mentioned before that autumn is spider season in Shimoda, and actually these spiders up here on the mountain are tiny. They're only about, I don't know, maybe the size of $2 silver, and the ones that we get in town are easily the size of my hand. We get massive spiders in town. I don't know why they're not here up on the mountain. These mountain spiders make up for their diminutive size with really big webs. So this thing is about 2 meters across. Yeah, they're all over the place. Got to be careful walking. You get a face full. Hi everybody, we're back on the mountain and we finished our first 4 posts for the 4 bents for the timber frame house that's going up on the foundation. So today we're going to start with the middle 4 posts, and I'll share some drawings with you. Our middle 4 posts are all down there in the pile, and they should be fairly conveniently reachable, but that means I've got to get the excavator up to transfer them from that level up to this level, and then wheel them into the working area. Also, I've still got the 4 6 meter posts up here. They're no longer 6 meter. I've already cut them to size, but let's just continue with that nomenclature. I've got to move them off, and my strategy now, which I mentioned in the last video, is to cut and prepare all of the individual components of each bent at the same time. So that means I've done the front post for the 4 bents, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do the middle posts, then the back posts, and then the tie beams, and then the girts. That's the order. And then finally the plates for the top. But that means I'm going to have 4 piles of lumber right here in my working area getting underfoot. But there's going to be 5 pieces, between 5 and 7 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacked up. This will be bent 1, and then this will be bent 2, bent 3. So I'm going to move these off to the side, park them here where they're going to live for a month and get stacked up and stacked up, so that I still have a working area on this side to do all the new cutting. I come to you. Hello. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Yes. Hold on, hold on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, good Jack. Okay, no ticks are gonna get you. Good girl. 4.3 meter for the plates, and I think it must be these four right here. So my first post for this middle section is now planed and cleaned up really nicely. I'm going to start on the marking. And this is going to be fairly straightforward. I'm going to transfer the marks from the front post, the 5-meter post. And marking this out as I'm starting at the top. I'm making sure that the top marks are identical first. That's the most important one because there's going to be a plate along the top. Then we're going to just transfer the marks from the front post to the middle post. We're going to transfer the mortise marks from the front post to the middle post. And we're going to cut that mortise. And then we're going to identify the bottom mark. There is no corresponding bottom mark on the front post, so the middle post I'll have to just do it based on the length of the post as identified in the drawing. First fitting, just like that. It's down. Making way for the wedge. It's clean. Plenty of room for the wedge. Okay. So this is what the bottom side looks like. Because of the length of the chain, I can only get to right about here. So I have to chisel out this. But the angle that I've achieved here helps me meet up with this line. Oh, shoot. You're going in from the wrong side. Okay. Like that. Boom. Okay, let's get up to speed on what part of the build we're on. I'm going to jump into the drawing here. We're working on the middle posts right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're shorter than the front posts. The front posts are just under 5 meters. These ones are just under 4 meters. So they're a little bit more complicated in that they have 2 mortises in each of these posts. You can see in this drawing that we have the 2 mortises instead of just 1 mortise in the front and in the back posts. The thing we have to pay attention to is the slope of the wedge. The wedge itself on these tie beams is identical, whether it's the top or the bottom, but the slope of its corresponding mortise is opposite. Okay, so I have to be careful when I'm cutting that I don't forget that. What you doing? Hey, what are you doing? You didn't like front line? She doesn't like the spray. Tick prevention, front line. Bloody expensive. Almost $80 for that little bottle. I am getting to a point now where I can lose the tape measure and just use the previous posts as my template for marking out the new ones. Much faster. And right now I'm working on post 3 and 4. I still haven't done the top mortises for all of these, so I will complete the marking of 2, 3, and 4. I will complete the lower mortise for 3 and 4, and then I will do the upper mortises for all 4 of them. Okay, let's quickly remind ourselves which side of the post the housing goes for post X3 and post X4. And then we also have to confirm the height of the second mortise, the upper mortise. So let's see, we go in here, and this is X3 right here, this is X4. We see one girt holding them in. So X3 has the housing on the east side. X3 equals east, and X4 equals west facing. Okay. And then the height of the second mortise. Let's get you out of the way. The height of the second mortise from the bottom is exactly, come on, 2516. 2516 from the bottom shoulder. Let's just go and check the top of it. 875 to the top. 2516 to the bottom and 875 to the top. And confirm the slope. The upper part of the wedge tenon is on the north side. The lower part of the wedge tenon is on the south side, the opposite of what we've just completed. Just like that. Okay, so we have boric acid, we have borax, and we have antifreeze. Looks like about 2 parts. In there. There, that looks about right. 3 parts of that. 4 parts. About like that. Yeah. That didn't take long at all. Ooh, a little bit of drama. I have no idea if the ratios are correct. So, and now I think all I can do is let it cool down. So tomorrow I guess I'll use it. Okay, we have our 4 central posts here, 4 middle posts on the y-axis, and I'm going to do the 4 mortises, 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, 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 bang. Stack the posts here when I'm finished, and move on. Come up here. Let's celebrate. You can dance. You can dance on the 4 poles. Look at that. And the time is... Okay, I gave myself 4 hours for that. I started at 12:15. I finished at 3:19. And now we have 8 posts there, done except for the top and bottom tenons. Another good consequence of leaving the top and bottom tenons uncut as of yet, I was talking with my architect yesterday, and he noted in one of his drawings there was like a 6 centimeter difference between the master bedroom floor or something like that. The dimensions that I gave him, which will be the actual, and the drawings. So he said, if you can just adjust that little bit, 6 centimeters, then I don't have to redo the drawings. And so yeah, I can do that because we have the buffer. So after these 8 posts, I think I'm just going to do the last 4 back posts. These are less than 2 meters high, each of them. I think they all only have 1 mortise in them. A top and a bottom tenon, of course, and a mortise. I don't think there's any housings for side running girts. So this is good. I'll get those 4 done. Maybe I should bring them up before I go. It's already 3:30. And then after that, we go into the tie beams, and the tie beams start to make these a bent. The tie beams attach these posts together. After the tie beams, the last bit is the top plate, and that's a scarf joint plate. And if you haven't heard about the scarf joint, you just hang on. It's a sexy beast. 4 3-meter posts, soon to be less than 2-meter posts. Back tomorrow to mark them and cut the mortises and mark the tenons. Okay, we're getting started on the final set of 4 posts, the backmost 4 posts. So we look at the backmost posts right here. Let's just get over here. These are the 4 posts. They should all be the same. And we want to find the height. 1801, 1.8 meters, and then there's a 80 centimeter, an 80 millimeter tenon on top, and a 30 millimeter tenon on the bottom. Good. Boom, and just like that, we have 4 final posts, all plain. Yeah, baby. It is a blustery day. Just a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that we had gone from hot August-like summer to a normal summer. We dropped from like 34 degrees to 30 degrees, 27, something like that. It was really comfortable. Yesterday, actually no, today, we did another drop. We dropped from 27, 30-ish down to 20. With this wind, feels like it's about 19, 17, 16 even. So yeah, it's autumn. Feels like autumn today. Feels like an Atlantic winter is approaching. But we made progress. We made progress on the posts. Bee found her little nest there. I've got to get a winter bed for her. Luckily, I've got a lot of sawdust. I can make one pretty easily out of an old pillowcase, probably. But yeah, she needs something a little more protection and warmth for the winter, because she's going to be up here probably quite a bit. I'll get Ivy thinking about that one. Okay, I'm out of here. This is it. I mean, planing for last 3 hours, just over 3 hours. So get that out of the way, done. I'm gonna go home and rest.